Hello again, it's the Brown Jewels. Hello people and welcome to episode number 4 of the Brown Jewels with me, Ralph Brown. Got another episode coming up for you. This is the first episode I've recorded since launching the old Brown Jewels. So this is the first time I can actually talk about what's it been like. It's been good, I'll tell you that. You lovely, lovely people have listened to it and shared it and reviewed it and liked it and whatever, all those things, and followed it. You've done that a lot. It's been good to get messages from people. Some of the messages were supportive. Some of them just told me I look like Billy Boyd, the Scottish Hobbit from Lord of the Rings. So thanks for that. Thanks to the few people that told me, oh, you just look like Neville Longbottom. Fuck you. Thanks for that. That means a lot to me after I've recorded all these. They just go, oh, you look like a gimp. Got messages of people. I apparently had insulted them in the first few episodes. Apparently I just call people psychopaths, call people mental for leaving long voice notes. Thank you to the people that left long voice notes giving me abuse in retaliation for that. I appreciate that. It's been fun. But I think probably the thing most fun is I get to see where in the world people are listening to this. I think that is the best thing about this. Just the weirdest list of cities in the world. These are genuinely some of the places. It goes Dunfermline in Fife, Paris in France, and then it goes Medellin in Colombia. I don't even know how to say this. I'm definitely going to murder the pronunciation. It is Merida in Mexico, in Mexico. Shout out to all the listeners in Edinburgh, Glasgow, Wiltshire, Trowbridge in Wiltshire, very popular there. Melbourne, Victoria, shout out to all the people there. Forfar, Angus, Leeds, Dalkeith, Midlothian. Brilliant, loving all this. San Rafael, California. Hello. It's going global, people. It's going global. Thanks for sharing it. It does help, by the way. You might not think you're doing anything, but if you tell people about this, it's helping. A wee tag in an Instagram story, all that, that's helping this. No downloads in Asia yet, or Africa. Not very big on those continents, so I'm obviously not connecting with my Asian and African listeners, so I need to do more on that. South America, love your work. North America and Europe, loving all you guys. But Asia and Africa, I will work. I will be better. You've got a good episode coming up ahead of you. This is all about me, one of my attempted side hustles. I hope you enjoyed the first 3. If you have, get in touch. I've got this voicemail thing. No one's using it. You don't have to do that. You can just message me if you want. Message me and tell me something you liked or something you hated. Not that it'll change anything, but it'd be good to know. So yeah, thanks for all the abuse. Thanks for all the compliments. You get enough rambling at the end from me. Let's not ramble too much at the beginning. Hope you enjoyed the episode. I enjoyed recording it. I enjoyed telling this story. So hope you like it. Enjoy. Had a very, very short-lived career as a speed dating host. There's something you might not have known about me. Didn't last very long, but still, I got asked to be the host of the speed dating event. I say asked, someone couldn't be asked doing it, so they went, do you want to do it for 50 quid? And I went, yeah, go on then. You get asked to do quite a lot of weird stuff when people find out you do stand-up or you're kind of okay with doing public speaking. I'm one of these weird people that doesn't actually mind any kind of like public speaking, public talking, anything like that. So you get thrown these kind of things your way all the time. Speed dating's probably been the weirdest one I've had so far. And I heard about it and I was told, oh, it could be really funny. Do this, it could be quite funny. You might get some funny stories out of it. You'll have a laugh. You don't give a fuck about getting up in front of people making an arse of yourself. So give it a go. So I thought, right, I'll do that. Feels like a weird thing to even still exist. But I'll go along, and I'll host it, and we'll see what happens. There might be some car crashes, it might be some kind of entertainment for me. At no point was I thinking, oh yeah, I really want to help people find true love. Wasn't my intention. I just thought, oh, do you know what, let's do it. Let's see how it goes. And this is my logic, and this is the logic of almost every stand-up comedian out there, is that when something weird happens, or like a weird scenario happens, you go, oh, that's gonna make for some good new material that I can say on stage. So even when the Chris Rock, Will Smith thing happened, when that happened to Chris Rock, he'll have walked off stage and within about 20 minutes he'll have gone, this is going to make for some good material. This is going to make for a funny bit in a show. So that's what I was hoping for. And if some of you are like, oh, I don't know what speed dating is, let me explain. Speed dating is something that you maybe saw in like a 1990s sitcom, but it still exists. What happens is maybe about 20 guys, 20 girls, they all go into a room, they all sit at tables, and you get maybe like 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes to each have like a quick speed date, and then like a bell rings, someone shouts change, and then you move on to the next table, and you see about 20 people in a night. You can almost kind of a little bit of a pressure to be like, have some like weird conversations. What's going to happen? I don't know why it got invented. It feels mental that it's even still a thing. Because surely if it's all about speed and trying to find someone, you can just sit at home on your phone and swipe left or right. And the host is needed for someone to just kind of get everyone into the room, explain the rules, and shout change. And then they move to different tables. That's literally all the job of the host is. I hosted the speed dating 3 times. People think, oh, Ralph, did it go well? Well, let me tell you what happened. First of all, the guys who run it just spoke to some guy in London on the phone, and he was like, here's what to do, here's where to go, it's 50 quid, you barely even talk, here, just read off the script, and then you're done for the night. So the people organising it give you a checklist of things to do on the night when you get to the venue. So first of all, it's like, arrive half an hour before the event starts, so in order to give yourself time to set up. Check, did that. And I was told, the staff at the venue, they'll look out for you, they'll help you. You need anything, you talk to the staff at the venue, because they're really invested in this. The bar staff couldn't have given 2 fucks that this thing was going on. No one cared. They were like, are you here to do this beat? Yeah, cool, it's through there. Yeah, let us know if you need anything. But I mean, I got quite a clear vibe from the staff that if I did need anything, it's probably better if I just go fuck myself. So I didn't ask for any help. So anyway, back to the checklist. Number 2, set the music. Make it loud enough, but not too loud. You want it to kind of be a fun, cool, entertaining evening. So when put the music, kind of just got it right. So music, done. You're going to get table numbers. So you need to put these table numbers on each of the tables so people know which table they're going to go to next. The girls are going to stay in the same seat all night. It's just going to help the guys follow which table to go to next. And the final thing on the checklist, we need you to put some candles out. Really set the mood for this really romantic evening that we're trying to achieve. So, candle on each table, light it. Thanks very much. And I put effort in. I actually did. I put effort in that first time. So the checklist was done, and now it's time to sit back and wait for people to arrive, and we're going to see what's going to happen. Everyone comes in, and everyone seems pretty normal. Everyone's just kind of quite sound. Already, I'm watching them come through the door, and I'm like, right, where's my car crashes? Where's my absolute bomb scare human beings? Where are they? This is why I'm here. I thought this was going to be funny. I thought this was going to be a good laugh. This is all seeming too normal for me. None of this seems like it's going to go off the rails at any point. So I thought, right, well, I just better get on with it then. So I got everyone in, got them sat down. I was like, right, I'll explain the rules. Every 3 or 4 minutes, I'm going to shout change, and you're going to move to the next table. If you're at table number 1, you move to table number 2 and just go round. That's how it's going to go. Enjoy the night. I don't have to do anything. I say the script, boom, 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 and I'm done. 50 quid. Thank you very much. And annoyingly, everyone had a really good night. I had a good night. I was like, I'm a bastard. I wanted this to go downhill fast. It didn't happen. I ended up just having a good night, hung around at the end, talked to a few people hooked up. I did facilitate some love, so that's impressive. So then maybe it's like the next month, I'm scheduled to do another one. I'm thinking, do you know what? That was actually quite fun last time. That was quite fun. So then I show up, a bit of enthusiasm, a bit of energy, and I was like, do you know what? This could be alright. So again, set everything up, get the candles out, romantic lighting, dim the lights, get the music on. We're ready to roll. Then, some of the guys started showing up. And as soon as they started walking through the door, I was like, oh, this isn't good. Some of them started getting arsy with me because they got the time wrong. They showed up too early. One guy, I'll never forget this guy, one guy told me that he turned up the night before. He got the date wrong. He turned up 24 hours too early. And then on the second night, the night it was meant to be on, He turned up 90 minutes too early. I was like, are you stupid? How thick are you? How did you get this wrong? How did you get the wrong night at the right time and then the right night at the wrong time? How thick are you? What chance do you stand organising a date with another human being if you can't get this right? And as I was talking to him, I was like, oh, I know why you're single. You've not got a clue, mate. And I get that some people might be nervous, so they might have a few drinks before. One guy showed up like he'd been in Ibiza for about fucking 8 weeks. He looked like he'd done about 20 shots in the taxi on the way down. He was fucked. This is going to be brilliant, rounding him up. And some of the guys were just really, really weird. So, beyond weird. And they were just a bit like, I'm Brian, I'm here with a speed dating. I was like, all right, Brian, do you want to fucking smile? Do you want to liven up a bit, mate? Just get a drink, mate. Right, will you let me know when it's ready to start? Of course I'll let you know when it's ready to start, Brian. It's my fucking job, you idiot. You let me... Yeah, just shut up. I was just like, right, this is annoying. This is not the same night. I've walked into a very different set of circumstances tonight. So these fuds are told the rules. If you start at table 1, you move to table 2, table 3, because there's a certain amount of people, then you need to see everyone in that night. That's the rules. Everyone gets to see everyone. Everyone gets to talk to everyone. So these fannies start going round the room, and then you have to have a break in the middle, because the room is hot, and I could see that some of the guys were being too weird, so we all needed a break. So I go, hey, we're going to have a break. Remember what table you were at, because when you come back from the break, if you're getting this drink, you're going to have to go to the next number. So if you were at 10, you're going to go to 11. Such a simple instruction. So simple. Some of these guys look like fucking idiots, but even some of them, I think they'll be able to manage to count from 1 to 15 and know what a consecutive number is. So I left the room, go to the bar, get a drink, come back, and I was like, some of these, I don't know, I don't think that's where they were. And I was looking and I was like, I think that's where they all were. But do you know what? I trust them. First mistake. I trust them to know how to count to the next number. Well, I was wrong about that. You know what? Fair enough if I'd said like, in 8 weeks, come back and remember what table you were at. And then go to the next one. If that was 8 weeks, I would be like, all right, that's fair enough. No, I get that. I get that you wouldn't remember that. 8 weeks? No. It's been 8 weeks. It's been a long time. I completely understand. It was 10 minutes. 10 minutes. 10 minutes, and they forgot. Like half of them forgot what number they were. It doesn't sound like anything that bad, but then it fucks up the whole night because then some people end up talking to someone twice, and they've been mental. They don't want to talk to them a second time. Then you've got to try and work out who's not spoken to who still needs to speak to that person, who still needs to that person. Then you're trying to jigsaw it all together, so it just keeps adding more time on. Because you've got a certain time to be out of the room, you've got a certain time to do this. And I was just like, oh, I hate this. I hate this so much. I can't believe I'm doing this. So that one ends, and I was like, I'm never doing that again. I'm never, ever doing that again. Some people would feel obligated to keep going because they've kind of said to someone, hey, you know what, I said I'd give it a go, and you know what? I'll see it out and I'll keep it going. I don't work like that. I had one bad experience and I was like, fuck it, I'm quitting. I'm never coming back to this shit. And that's me done. Completely done. Never again will I step through the door of this venue to host speed dating for these fuckwits. So, speed dating event number 3. I forgot to quit. In my rage, I forgot to text the people and say, hey, I'm never doing this again. Count me out. That was such a shit night. That was the biggest waste of my time I've ever encountered in my life. I forgot to tell them that. Yes. So kind of on me on that one. I can see how that's slightly my fault. If you do quit a job, you are meant to let them know that you've quit. So, my bad. Slightly. So then I get a text. I think it was maybe like the day of, or the day before. He goes, hey Ralph, just a reminder, you're hosting the speed dating tomorrow night. And I was like, oh shit, I forgot to quit. Oh, I don't think I can do it. Is there any way someone else can do it? I went, sorry, no one else could do it. There's not enough. There's no one else to host. Can you still do it? And the guy was really sound. And I was like, fuck's sake. So after making a promise to myself, I'm never doing this shit again. I'm never doing this again. I find myself walking back through the door of this venue. And I tell you what, the energy, the effort, the enthusiasm, it was long gone. Any positive vibes that I had towards helping people find true love, gone. So you're probably thinking, oh Ralph, did you do all the checklist for number 3? No, I didn't. Candles, I hid the candles. They were on the table and I had to light them. What I did, I took all the candles and I put them on the one side of the room where no one could see them. That was my petty little way of lashing out. And it wasn't even deliberate, but I left the lights on and I didn't even turn the music on. So they were in a very brightly lit room with absolutely zero atmosphere. And I didn't even mean that one. I meant the candles, didn't mean those parts, but it happened. And then, as people started showing up, walking through the doors was about 60% of the people that were there the second time around. So I was like, well, that's brilliant. Now you're going to have the same conversations again with people you clearly didn't like the first time around. So good luck with that. So again, loads of the arsey guys, people turned up on time this time, but some of the people weren't on the register. Just another shit show of a night. There was absolutely loads of them. It was a packed night and I thought this has got the potential to go on for a very, very long time. Normally in comedy, if you're at an absolute dog shit gig, all you do is you do your time and then you leave. So when you get to the venue, you're like, oh, I'm contractually obliged to do exactly 10 minutes. So you set a watch and you go beep, and then you do 10 minutes on the dot, you get off the stage, you walk out the venue, and you try and forget the gig ever happened. So in my head, I was like, right, we're only doing the contracted time, we'll get this wrapped up nice and early, and then I'll get home. Normally what you do is you have a break in the middle, and I was just like, we're not having a break, we're going to run through, we're going to push through. And I think there was always a thing, like in the instructions, it was like, it must not finish before 9 o'clock. All right, well, cool. We'll see about that. And you get told how long to run the dates for. So if you've got like 20 people, run the dates for like, 4 minutes or something. Or if you get like 15 people, it's less. So it's all basically done to make the night run for longer. And I just thought, no, we're not doing any of that. We're doing the shortest possible dates here. We're going to do 2-minute dates so I can get the fuck out of here. That's exactly what happened. We powered through. We got through it. They remembered the table numbers. And I was like, I'm done. This time, I am quitting. This time, I'm definitely quitting. Just before I left, I think like a guy and a girl was kind of standing talking. I was like, oh, see you later. And they went, we thought you were going to be funny. I was like, what? They're like, we thought you were going to be funny. The website said you were a comedian. You and your picture and a description of you are on the website. So we thought you were going to be funny, but you weren't funny. And I was hating every second of this conversation. Like every last little second of this conversation, I was hating. And as they're talking to me, all I can think of is in my head is, just go and fuck yourself. I don't care. I just want to leave and get away from you people and never see you again as long as I live. Get away from me. I didn't know anything about the website. I get told to stick to a script, do the job, do your time, get out. We thought you were going to be funny. Yeah, well, guess what? I thought you were going to be fucking normal. I thought you were going to be fun. I thought you were able to count, tell the time, some basic human skills. I didn't want to be funny. You sucked all the fun out of my life. A slight overreaction, maybe. Yes. Maybe I shouldn't be allowed to be in situations in public speaking when the public can talk back. That's what it was like. It was like I'd just been heckled. That's exactly what that was. I'd never even thought of that. That's like someone had just heckled me at a gig and be like, oh, shit, we thought you were going to be funny. And I handled it so badly. So badly now that I think about it. That's me just going to go, oh, I thought you should be normal. Good one, Ralph. Absolutely nailed them there. So anyway, this website, what they did is they just went on Google Images. They took one of my comedy headshots. they chucked my picture on the website. The people running this company wrote a wee bio about me, a wee blurb. Everyone else is coming in with this like, oh, comedian, this is gonna be quite funny. This could be quite amusing. So this is what they wrote about me. This is genuine. It's still on the website. This shows how little they do admin. Ralph, he's an event host. What can we say about Ralph? Well, nothing, because you don't know anything about me. This is it. Cheeky chappy, comma, stand-up comic, and a brilliant speed dating host. Well, stand-up comic, that's true. Cheeky chappy, I don't know anyone who would describe themselves like that. That's so cringe. That looks like I've written this. Like I've gone, hey guys, do you mind telling everyone I'm a real cheeky chappy? It looks like I've kind of gone, look, if I'm hosting this, I want to be known as a cheeky chappy. So, I mean, if you're reading this first sentence, you may be like, this could be alright. Then it goes, it's all fun and games when Ralph is pulling the strings. So expect a fast-paced night of short introductions and a few laughs thrown in for good measure. So let's go back to the beginning of that. It's all fun and games. It wasn't. There was nothing fun about it. There was no games. But when Ralph is pulling the strings, it's a weird phrase to use for someone that just paid 50 quid to stand there and shout, change! I'm not pulling any strings. So expect a fast-paced night of short introductions and a few laughs. Oh, I'll tell you what, that third one, that was a fast-paced night because I was determined to get it over and done with. So, I mean, that part of the bio is spot on. A fast-paced night of short introductions. But that wasn't for the benefit of the customers and the daters. That was the benefit of me. And a few laughs thrown in for good measure. They got no laughs out of me. They got nothing. I gave them nothing. I think I might have tried to be a cheeky chappy the first one, but the third one, I was an angry chappy. Here's my top tip for all people considering speed dating. Don't go. Don't go. If you're looking for a future partner and you go, hey, can this person count from 1 to 15? The answer, 60 to 70% chance, they can't count. Don't expect anything amazing. Especially not with cheeky chappy Ralph as the host. I am Brian and I thought you were... It wasn't Brian, but same vibe. We thought you were going to be funny. Shut your hole. So I did quit after that one. As soon as that money hit my bank, I quit. Anyway, that's it for another episode of The Brown Jewels. This has been episode number 4. Thank you for listening. If you like this, what to do is share it with one person. Share it with just one person in another country. What to do is just pick someone you know in another country and just send them it, and let's see what the most mental places we can get on the list of cities. Just send them it with no context, or send them it with some kind of clickbait and be like, hey, he calls your mum a dick in this one. Hey, he said your dog was minging. And if that person hates the podcast, then that's on you. That's nothing to do with me. Let's see, pick someone you know in an exotic country. I don't want to see any Bradford. Let's not see Leamington Spa or something. Or Auchtermuchty. Somewhere cool, somewhere we've never heard of before. Let's spread the word. Because I'll be honest with you, I will completely level with you right now about this podcast. A lot more people have listened to this than I expected. A lot more. It's doing a lot better than I thought it was going to be. So that's good. That's very good. But that means I have to stick at it. I have to keep going. So I'll keep doing this every week, every Thursday. I'll keep going. If you want to keep listening, you can. I'd love that. Here we go. The rambling's begun. But if you could share it with one person in foreign lands, and if you're already in a foreign land from Scotland, then it counts if you send it to someone in Scotland. Fair play, you got me there. Hadn't really thought this through, I'll be honest. But you know what? Who cares? If you want to share it, share it. If you don't, I don't mind. But thanks for listening. This has been episode 4. I'll be back next Thursday with another episode of The Brown Jewels. I've been Ralph Brown. Goodbye.